Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Here we go. Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta. Hold it down. Bring that Street Geek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. Guys, talk about anime. You know, man, look, anime, y'all. Gonna have a good time. And I'm joined with the dynamic duo of the South. That's right. The brothers from the aforementioned Gulf of Mexico. Now
there you go.
born and baptized
No,
as
hell no. That joke ends today. I'm
as the
sick of this
Gulf
man.
of Merc.
Well, that's about right. It's the Gulf. Anyway, taking over. Hey, I'm Keith Cooper of the Blurtish Podcast. You will hear this on several different platforms. Check us out. We're going to talk the new spring anime season. We kind of started, but Devil May Cry was special, and it had all its episodes out, and that's just a hit. I think. Well, it's a hit with a lot, and a lot of YouTube grifters or people with, the fans, the gamers, have their complaints. But I'll get to that maybe in closing statements.
And we also got Mark Dub. What's up?
What's up, y'all? This is Mark Dub, part man, half amazing, especially like the Creole, not the Cajun. Y'all, I like Devil May Cry. I don't know what y'all was on, man. If y'all must not have watched the same series I watched, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
You know, people like hating stuff, man. It's cool. Like their identity is wrapped in hating things. You know what I'm saying? It's like it makes them edgelordy.
That's so pathetic. When you say that, I think about people like Jason Whitlock and like how pathetic he looks.
He just hates himself.
Everything is wrapped in and predicated on him finding a way to hate.
You know who Jason Whitlock is? He's the Bernie Mac role in South Central. Don't drinking your juice in South Central. You played the cop of Bernie Mac. I hate your gums because they black. I hate your skin because they black. I hate your eyes because they black. But you are black, sir.
Right. You are black.
I hate you black. But they making bad calls on white kids because they're black because of DEI. All right, bruh, stop it.
Yo,
like,
man,
dog.
It's like that's gonna be your life, man. I hope you know it's not.
But I hope the payments are good, bro. I hope the payments are good.
I just hope you know there's no retirement plan for that kind of behavior. I just let you know, man.
Oh, there is. It's called. I ain't even gonna say that. I was about to say something really cruel.
Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying. We ain't gonna do you like that.
Look, Candace Owens trying to come back, and people like nah, stay over there.
Like, nah, man, look, you good where you at.
Anyway, back to some fun stuff.
But yeah, first up, I'm gonna throw the iron in the fire. That's right, Lazarus. We've been waiting forever for Lazarus. I thought we were never gonna see this show. They premiered it back in 2000.
I don't know. All right, I don't know why you think they not gonna do it, man. They did.
They be taking all day,
bro. Animation, dog. But anyway, continue, man. Continue.
But I thought we were never gonna see this show. Like,
Watanabe, you do not rush Watanabe, sir. Watanabe make you wait for Watanabe. And yes, I referred to him in third person.
He sure do. You ain't lied on that. Interesting, fun, like the music, feeling the comedy. It feels very familiar. I mean, I'm sure he expects it to feel familiar, but in a good way. So I'm willing to see where this goes. Of course, with the whole 29 days to go thing at the end, I enjoyed it. So I'm willing to stick with this. I'm gonna stick with this one. Where you at, Mark Dub? Where you at on Lazarus?
I mean, it what feels familiar is the stuff that felt good about other Watanabe stuff. You know, the stuff that feels good about Cowboy Bebop, man. The music, the pacing, the storytelling. I love the first episode, and I'm like, I love the lead character. I can't wait to see more, man. I'm locked in.
Cool.
I knew I was going to be locked in. I went in with high expectations, and I wasn't disappointed at all. So, like, I'm ready.
That's what's up. All right, cool. Where you at?
Man, look, I'm locked in. Just like Mark said, like you said, it's familiar.
Mhm.
It's like it's like a warm hug from a friend you ain't seen forever, a hearty handshake from an uncle. It's like your old drinking partner from college, because literally it is. Because it's just like,
Yeah.
for those who have watched this in their 20s, like me and most of us, it came out in 98, and then it is
Right.
still, I think, shown on Adult Swim. If not right to this day, it's always in rotation, and it will be back because Lazarus is back. So it's definitely going to be partnered with Cowboy Bebop. Like,
Hmm.
get them Family Guy reruns out of here. Add Cowboy Bebop back in to Saturday. I don't know why they don't put that Sunday garbage on Saturday.
Man, look,
Anyway,
we don't
but
need that.
it's just yeah, man, the music. What is pretty great about the first episode, they established the unpredictability of the lead character, Roberto. And you
Mhm.
know, it's just like these shows, like when you meet the odd crew that got to get ready to do a job, and you get in the band together. The brother looked like a brother.
Yep.
Love the voice work. You know, this is clearly, it's same day dub because it's made for Adult Swim, so it's there. So this is one that I'm not gonna watch in Japanese because it's just like Cowboy Bebop. I don't even know what it sounds like in Japanese in Cowboy Bebop
I think I've
because,
watched it a couple times in Japanese on, but it pretty
but
much is just the English
when
dub.
you know, and I'm not here one way or the other, but since I can get it in English and they clearly know what they're doing, they know the style, it fits
Hmm.
with the jazz, it fits with the vibe. I like the humor. And then they really didn't tell you much. They just say, hey man, like what we talked in the synopsis.
Yeah,
Y'all
we gotta
might
find this
die.
guy.
Yeah, gotta find this guy. And Roberto reproved himself without even knowing he was proving himself. And just you don't know what's going on, but you see what's going on. They just had this big parkour scenes that establishes
Yeah.
him,
It was
and you
so
kind of
funny
get a
because he
little
was like old girl was telling him about what she wanted him for, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what? That's all sound cool, and but I don't know if you were aware, but I escaped from prisons. That's kind of what I do. I'll see you later. I'm about to
He's like,
get
I
out."
gotta go.
He
yeah.
just dipped.
Now the only, not that I'm not worried about realism, but the only thing I was thinking about my mom, like, bro, why did my wife watched it with me? She kind of liked it, so shout out to anime. I can watch with my wife.
Hmm.
They didn't shoot at him, but like the only people who shot at him was Lazarus, and it's just like, yeah, that ain't real.
Well,
But
I mean,
okay,
maybe this is a better, saying prison justice system
they
where they,
had
they
guns. He
rehabilitative justice.
stole a gun from them and shot the vent open. I highly disagree, doubt that.
Yeah,
But
once he opened fire, yeah, they probably should have.
I know he's the hero this first episode. I'm like, if that, I hate to say this, but if that was a brother, they'd be
Oh,
like,
that was a brother. They would have shot him, or at least shot at him.
bruh.
I was about to
But
say, man, he got the skin for the win, man.
like, he a little
That's
brown.
not
Now, look, he brown for their level. He ain't, because
he got the
you know
hair
how it
for him
is.
to treat him fair.
He got the hair, but it's like, but shout out to Watanabe for not being afraid to know how to draw or how to allow different diversity into the world, because diverse people exist. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like, I like that they're 20 somethings or late 20s, young to late 20s. So you can see how he's like, all right, I got to make something for the new generation. So I'm still gonna have dope music that us at our age are gonna love. But it's like,
Bit
all
of
right,
culture can
clearly
enjoy.
the style, the vibe, the tempo is gonna skew up a little bit, but yet it still feels familiar. So that's pretty much. I mean, I like it, man. Like, I'm in. Like, there's no way
Well,
I'm not going to watch this all the way to the end.
got it,
Like,
got it.
it would have to
Cool.
be some weird thing, but it's gonna be fluid. It's gonna be well written. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be wonderful music. And shout out to that opening and ending. Ended kind of dark, but like, I don't know what's going on there. Like, clearly they got to solve this real quick.
Yeah, 'cause they said. It said we got our ticking time bomb, which is they said we got 29 days, and after 29 days, people gonna start dropping like flies. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, everybody was dead. They like kind of let the heroes get up, but it was like only him. Everybody else was like really like dropped out. Like, I don't know. Hey, don't sleep. Watch the diamond might kill. You know, he ain't
Yeah,
above
because
it.
he ain't above killing the hero. So,
Or getting somebody really hurt. Well, yeah, he ain't above killing the hero. So,
but
mhm.
I, you know what? Okay, then I'll move to this one because I know I'm definitely gonna follow Lazarus. It's a slam dunk. I'm sold. I want to move to one
I'm glad you feel that way, Mike.
that I'm not gonna follow,
Really,
and that's Gundam GQuuuuuX.
you're not gonna follow it?
No.
For real?
I,
It's
I'm a little
beautiful.
shocked,
Like,
Mike.
I
it's
think it looks
beautiful.
awesome, but there's something about it that made me. I was like, I'd rather watch Witch from Mercury. I don't know. I don't know.
I I will
I,
say this.
I was
I think
watching.
I
I was just like, I just want to watch Witch from
okay.
Mercury. Like, maybe I don't know. I
It's
don't because it
you
looks
haven't
good. It's
finished which.
drawn well. Um,
I know what it is. I think I got an idea because I had a couple of not say gripes, but
but
oh,
yeah,
I don't
how are
want
you
to. I don't
feeling
want.
about it, Coop? Because I haven't
Okay,
finished Witch from Mercury. I'm at like I need to pick it back up because I was at same with
I'll say
Code
this.
Geass. I'm at like episode 10 or 11 or something like that.
This
So I need to
is
finish it.
kind of what it is. I think if you're used to Gundam like Gundam and more of the military aspect, Witcher Mercury feels a little bit more at home with
Hmm.
some of the things, but it's still an alternate universe. This is another alternate universe. I'll say like the highs that really got me. This
Hmm.
thing is beautiful. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god, the sound, the the track, not just the music, but just the atmospheric to it. It's but it also not clear what's going. Like I kind of don't understand what's going on, and I watched it, so it is a little not say clear yet.
they did a
But I
great
think
job
that's
on the scale as well, like
oh
the actual
yeah,
scale of the people.
the scale of the neighborhood where the robots landed, like
Good night.
the giant,
Don't do that.
the,
It's too loud. It's too loud.
the
That's
giant,
no better. That's a little bit better. Go.
the giant tunnel. You know, like you said, the scale was on point. And I just you got every in Gundam fashion, you have this probably otherworldly genius. You know, she plug into the robot. I don't quite understand the relationship between the person who wanted the key.
Like the
If she was,
psychocom or the psycom. I
it's
was
a
just like,
Gundam is a little heady. Like
all right.
Gundam is for the intelligent
But the
geekhead.
thing is, I was able to jump right into Witch from Mercury, and I was just like, cool, let's roll. And I
It's
didn't feel
it's a little
like
more
it was,
set up in which for
yeah.
Mercury. They did a little more like boom, boom, boom. This that. We don't. I don't know who's like. I guess
But I
that's the
guess
protagonist.
we also got that kind of prequel kind of setup in Witch from Mercury. Maybe that's it. But when I
And
was
this
watching it, I was just like, I need to finish Witch from Mercury. That's just how I felt
and
with it.
this one is coming off of the heels of like a retelling of the original Gundam. It's like in a other world part of the original Gundam. Something is going on. Like that crew that was like, hey, we kind of won the war, but we kind of doing some shady off the book stuff here. And we got this Gundam, and you got this secret mission. Don't tell nobody, and then they lose the Gundam. So, and then they're looking for Char, you know, one of the famous villains, the first villains of Gundam, Prince Char. So that name was mentioned. So it's like, yeah, it's like you gotta kind of, I ain't gonna say you gotta know some things. I think it will be more slowly revealed to us because it's gonna focus on the two girls. The shy one, because I was confused between who was giving what to what. I guess she was supposed to get it, and she just didn't say
Yeah.
nothing. And it just kind of like, oh, I'm here, I got shades on, but I'm a student. Then the other one was posing as a student. It was just confusing, and they popped up at the refugee's house.
I was
Like
like, so
it
I
did.
guess she's just mad sweet of the Gundam thing, which is cool, but I don't know. I just feel like Witch from Mercury was done in a better way. And
This one,
I felt myself wanting to rather watch that show instead.
this one moved. I think it's gonna. Hopefully, it slow down just a smidge. I think I needed to slow down just a smidge because, like, all right, they're gonna have more battles. She's gonna be a legal Gundam fighter, and she got her Gundam. So they're like, all right, hurry up and get her the Gundam, her magic Gundam that she's gonna bond with and become a fierce warrior, just like you know.
It doesn't sound like this is one that you can just jump on, and you have to have some understanding and knowledge of
Yeah.
the lore.
A smidge, just a little bit. But I'll
Yeah,
say
because I
this.
don't really know much about Gundam. I mean, I know it's space wars, giant robots. That's pretty much I know. Very
What
militaristic, military sci-fi kind of thing.
you know what it
That's pretty much
is?
what I know at the outset of it.
It's like you're kind of hanging from a cliff and the wind is blowing you, and you kind of got to fight with all your might. But you'll feel rewarded if you hang on. But it ain't gonna hold your hand right now.
Nah, that joint is not holding
It's
nobody's
not
hand.
holding your hand. It is like,
Because Witch from Mercury seemed to give you kind of the keys to a lot of stuff early on. Like, okay, so here are the scientists. Here's what they were doing. They died. The girl was orphaned. It was like, okay, cool. We kind of
and
got
it
some stuff
rolled
going
from
on.
like a school romance battle thing to open. It didn't touch the pond to the bigger part of Gundam. This, I don't think the school stuff is gonna matter too much. Like, it might be there, but the way this world opened up, I feel like the school could be blown up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, forget that school. Like,
Yeah, I will. I
so
will say I liked the, like I said again, the way they showed the size of those mechs. That was done well. Like in relation to like these towns and stuff that they were, or this little, I guess, like shanty town area, because of course that's where like the poor people are at. They were just ripping the roofs off and stuff. Like just
where they
seeing
literally they
how they
let
were
you
just
know
stomping around. I'm like, yo, people
they're illegal
live here.
buildings. We don't give a damn about them. Rip the roofs off. Roofs off.
Wow.
You know, shout out to the homie Camp. I know this is gonna be one of his darlings because this is right up his alley.
This will be one of his ones, yeah.
But it does again. This is a show, and it's just wild to be like, even though it's not on Adult Swim, this would have been exactly an Adult Swim type of show.
Yeah, yeah, I can see
That would
that.
have just pop up at one or two. That is, it's not like going to be the big thing ever, but it's gonna be the Gundam fans. If they like it, they're gonna love it forever.
Well, they
Like
dropped a movie for this as a prequel, so I'm figuring they want this to be like a hit.
I mean,
And see, that might be the thing that I'm feeling lost on. Maybe if I would have been able to see the movie, that would have been different. But I had no idea about the
Probably.
movie until maybe a day before the show came out. I was like, oh, there's a movie too? Oh, okay. So
because I don't
that
know if
might
the
be the issue.
movie. I think it was an actual movie that it kind of rolls into this a little bit. So
Okay,
it might.
okay.
So, and they generally like doing that with Gundam. Like Gundam is, even if it ain't never the number one anime, it might still be one of the number. It's one of like the top 5 franchises in Japan. So
Like,
it don't play by like the season to season rules.
was
It's a
it
granddaddy. So,
Netflix did a Gundam movie?
Yeah, it feels old school like Robotech.
I mean,
Ah,
it's
shouts.
pretty much the precursor before Robotech and Robotech. Like Gundam never stopped. Once Gundam got going, it has never stopped for the past
Yeah, there's always been some kind of Gundam
50,
project going.
45 years. Like, and shout out to what's his name? Mother's Basement. If y'all interested in watching of kind of the lore, not say the lore, but the history of what made Gundam work. Believe it or not,
Ah, okay.
they said what one of the things that a lot of people actually agree with this statement. Gundam was initially the first season of it was a failure. Before the
Ooh.
gunplay, whatever, you know who kept it going? Because it was a space opera drama, and they had a lot of people getting slapped like a soap opera. Like it was like one of the first things to really kind of aim for adults. A lot of they say Japanese housewives loved it, and that's
Wow.
what really saved it because it appealed to women who also like the crowd. They say that a lot of women saved Star Trek when it first started because it's like, oh, I mean, now they might have liked Kirk as well too, but they liked the drama of it. It just felt like a soap opera to them, just in space, and that's what it is. It's a space opera. So that was what picked it up, and then they made this legendary deal with Bandai Namco to create Gunpla or just to build the model kits. And then the movie was kind of successful. Then it just blew up from there. So shout out to the ladies who, in that culture did not think that cartoons were a bad thing or that you need to get from cartoons. They up there watching it too. And watch his video. He talked about the slaps and he showed a whole scene of people just getting slapped like it's Dallas back in the 80s.
Wow.
Like, so, hey man.
Shouts to either Dallas or what, I can't think of the other Dynasty. Yo, okay. My wife loves MTV. All right. Yo, I'm telling you right now, you could get the whole world of women hooked on anime if you adapted Dynasty to an anime. I promise you.
I mean,
That show is
technically,
that show is bad and good at the same time. Like they
technically,
had me. I was like, hold up, that girl dead. She's
bruh,
not
I
dead.
rewatched.
It it
I
would it you'll get stuck.
One of my core
Man.
memories is Who Shot JR, and I rewatched it before JR when JR came back and they had the new Dallas. I watched the new Dallas. So sometimes this is how sometimes legends never die.
Man, that
like
old
Cobra
school
Kai.
Dallas, and Shorty was always had the illest clothes on. But
Bruh,
man,
Dallas is the reason why Lee jeans and sometimes Levi's was selling like crazy in the 70s. Like like people was buying them clothes with the dudes and ladies was wearing.
Man, Dynasty. I ain't going front. As somebody who watched it for the first time in his life, like last year, because when I was little, I remember like the title music, but I don't remember like the show. I was young, so and I mean, of course, I'm not trying to watch soap operas. When I got into it, I was like, oh my god, his ex-wife is
all
crazy.
that to say is, Gundam was a soap opera for a lot of ladies who love that. I mean, and then when you as an animation fan, they were pushing the envelope, really like making it work within a TV budget. And then when they got successful, and he shows in his little mini doc how the technology improved and how they use more paint. They reinvested the money they got into making the product better. So that's showing love for your skill and having belief in your skill. This is all canonically true, but it shows like, and it's like you see those jumps in animation from like the late 60s, late 70s, 80s, and how it just kind of start rapidly jumping in technology and style. Even though it's still retro for us, you can see that massive jump that you can still pull from some of the techniques to this day. So I like looking at it. Like, even if I don't understand it, I'm probably just gonna watch it because it's beautiful. Like,
Yeah, I
it's the only
will say
thing I
that
got.
the movie that came out for Netflix in like 2021, something like that. I didn't really understand everything that was going on in that movie, but I did like it. It was dope.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that was a movie. I wasn't expected to watch like 12 more of those. I was just like, oh, this is cool. I don't know what's happening, but
all you need
it's
to know with
military stuff.
Gundam war as hell, giant robots, somebody's gonna be an ace pilot, wonderkin, and it is not gonna hold your hand. Gundam say we got bodies of work out here, go find it.
Yeah, it's the movie was 2021. It was called Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway. That's what it was. So that was the one I watched on Netflix, and I was just like, I don't really know what's going on, but it looks
honestly, whenever you watch a Gundam, I know y'all, some folks don't like to know nothing going blind. Don't. Just read up what Gundam does it, what it follow, what universe of Gundam it follows. Read up on that universe a little bit to understand some of the motivations of the characters that's directly related to something that might have been from 40 years ago. So that's how Gundam work. They do alternate versions of the main line and then focus on the story. So if you can follow, like, say the prequels and the stuff in, say, Star Wars, where it's like, okay, it happens before the Empire or some blah blah blah, and this is what these people are doing. That's kind of how this works. So, but it's still like alternate. It ain't gonna necessarily go wiggle right back into the main thing. It's just like this is the story they want to tell in that, and these are the parameters. So,
all right. Well, I want to move on. I'm gonna move on to another show that I'm gonna need y'all help on.
Okay.
My Hero Vigilantes.
You need help on this one?
Are y'all liking it?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Dub, take it away. Take it away.
Yeah, Dub, you got this one. Start on this one, man.
Take it away.
I like the hero whose power is pretty much slip and slide. Like
yo, slip and slide. I actually like that.
If I was thinking to myself, would I be cool with having that power? Yes, I would.
Really?
I would figure out a way to weaponize it.
Well, yeah.
And I call myself Slip and Slide, no trick daddy.
You know what?
Slip and slide.
I just gonna call that man Slide Guy. But I guess if you do like what's the Brazilian martial art?
Uh,
Capoeira, and you slide
Capoeira,
with it.
yeah.
I guess if you gonna cut some legs and some shins.
And see,
You know,
maybe he need to train up some more where he can slide with just like one, one
Right.
hand or
Hey
something like
man,
that.
well,
He ain't doing
that
enough
power
training.
set
So you know what I'm
is
saying?
they
hey, if you
well,
can hit people with that in Mortal Kombat, then you that joint.
all right. But what did they say? How his powers work? 3 points of contact. I
Yeah,
know
but
it's gonna probably change.
of course it's going to change. Remember when Shoto only had the ice. Remember that?
Shoto is a beast. All right,
Remember he only had the
don't
ice.
don't do that to that
And
to
then
Mr. Nice
then my
Guy.
boy,
No.
Shoto said,
Bruh, nah, dog. That boy always had the fire. He just didn't want to use it. Shoto is a genius from the beginning, who got better.
Slip and slide will get good.
Slip and slide is
Slip and Slide gonna get it, bro. He gonna
gonna
get
be
it.
skating.
slide. Life is
Cause Slip and Slide has just become Robin for Knuckle Duster. Coop made me laugh. Coop said Knuckle Duster's do-rag. It's like his hair is like poking up from it, but it's always like he almost looked like a bird that has like a crown.
yeah. I like the side view is funny,
love
but I
that.
like the front view. But
I love that he is part like Batman, but he's that Frank Miller Batman that was going around and just beating the snot out of people.
bruh, he looks like somebody who belongs in Sin City. Like he's every analog of Sin City Batman, hard boiled.
He
Got
is
you.
hilarious.
Whatever.
Bro. He was like he fell into the big bag of trash, and he was like, you know what? It's all good. It broke my fall.
I love
gotta-
that TV trash bags are always filled with like pillows.
Yeah,
It's never
glass.
like pots, electronics, something hard and jagged.
Yo,
Nothing. You
I'm
know what I mean?
sorry. In Louisiana, that wouldn't work.
I
It's
remember
nothing but
emptying
broken
out,
furniture.
emptying out like my
Oh,
great
the
aunt's house.
bag
We
of
put like
trash,
VCR,
Bruh,
the trash can and
we
stuff like that.
have-
Why ain't that in there?
It's gonna be trash cans full of stuff that Dracula would die on if you fell on in Louisiana, like sticks with jagged edges of the most jaggedest of kind.
Yeah, why don't they ever fall on a bags full of like yard waste, which is nothing but like sticks, old briars. It's never. It's always like the most softest of pillows that day, I guess.
Just fluffy.
But
These used.
I don't know. I watched this show. This is another one. It looks good. I think it's produced well. I don't know.
Come on, Mike.
I just wasn't really
Come on,
caring.
Mike.
I'm gonna
Mike,
try to give it
Mike,
another shot, but I
Mike.
just
Yeah, Mike.
Give
this,
it three episodes.
This one of them ones, Mike. Trust me.
Mike,
I can tell.
well,
it's
I
the
what-
want
one-
my
my
I
question
want
is-
Deku back. I want
You're
to
gonna
see
get
the
Deku
real
back.
show.
this is the side story of this is the prequel kind of, Mike. You're gonna have to deal with it, man, till you get it.
I don't want it.
What did I tell you? You need to want it. We gonna talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, we gonna talk about it.
No, I mean
But-
y'all can't. I'm just saying.
It's one episode. What did you not
Mike,
like?
I
Okay,
need you
now
to
hold
be-
on.
I
It's
need
one
you to be in that
episode,
thing,
but
Mike.
in Lazarus, one episode.
All right, all right.
The next animes I'm gonna bring up,
Oh.
first episode, they got me. So don't be saying like one episode ain't enough. All right.
Bruh, all right. Look, man, come on now. Everybody knew Lazarus was a slam dunk for us.
No, actually, well, I'm a hold off because I got another anime, but I'm a hold off.
I would just say this,
Hold off.
I'm just gonna say this, and then we can move on. Knuckle Duster dropped 3 dudes. He gonna drop them same dudes even harder next week. Cause now that he a dude who you like training or like people who try hard, he gonna prove it. That dude say, I don't care about no quirk, and I'm gonna show you about my justice. He ain't say I am here, I'm here. He's shutting it up. He like I'm dirty. I'm right now. I'm not all might. I'm all right. Or something, because he did kind of say
Yeah.
something like, yeah, I'm all right. And
That'll
got
be
right
all
to
right.
business. I bet you we don't see that dude do-rag take off until the end of the season, until next year.
Nah, he need to keep
He
that
ain't
going
taking
all
off.
the time.
That dude don't look like he take no baths. He don't look like he take a break.
But his do rag don't be dusty though, like some of them other
It's a
dusty do
little dusty.
rags.
I'll say this. For a dude who
It's
jump in
probably
trash,
covered in blood, and it has a hard shell that doesn't allow dust to form on it.
I'll say this. he at least look cleaner than the people who just be out there at cons for no reason with no
With
with them
old
dusty
crusty
rags.
with sweat dirt.
You know,
Yo, man, when you showed me that picture, I was like, man, he dead wrong. His mama shouldn't have let him leave the house like
Knuckle
that.
Duster look like he got oil stains on his jeans.
oh man, like he ain't work on a nan car with that on,
Hey,
but or change
but,
no
hey,
oil.
he will put hands on you and overhaul your whole posterior.
Well, yeah, for Knuckle
Oh,
Duster,
man.
but not Dusty Chan though. Dusty
Nah.
Chan.
Yeah,
But-
Dusty Chan another level.
But
But-
I just think I like the tone. I think it's gonna be dark. I haven't. I was gonna read a little bit of it. I'm actually gonna start reading this because this is a side story. Like I'm just gonna speed ahead because like I know some ass whoopings are coming. Like they coming for everybody. I got a bad feeling for everybody this show except Knuckle Duster, and eventually he might get it too. But he gonna serve some
I
people.
feel like Knuckle Duster gonna get it too.
Yeah, but he
Knuckle
gonna give it
Duster-
right back.
Like that's gonna be how he overcome. He be like, dang, my
He gonna be
quirk
like,
ain't
"That's all
like
you got?"
everybody else, but I'm
Right.
gonna show y'all what I can do without it.
Duster is that dude you can't take nowhere. That's always you get to the party, he get out the car, he already in the fight in the parking lot.
Knuckle Duster is like my big brother, man. My big brother.
I'd be like, what
brother-
you looking at? Be like, I'm just walking by.
I had one big brother. The ladies loved him. He was pretty. He was unreasonably pretty. I had an older brother. He was the opposite of that. He was, hey man, chill out. You scaring the girls, man.
Oh man,
he
that you
was-
scared the
he-
girls.
He was a black guy with a ponytail. They used to say he was Steven Seagal, Black Steven Seagal.
No.
He was
Lord.
wild as hell, man.
Oh wow.
Another black Steven
Definitely scared the
Seagal.
girls.
So I ain't got much more to say.
I
I like
did.
the characters. I like the look of it, like the color. I like that they add more comic booky stuff. And if you look at Knuckle Duster closely and in a relation to Pop Step and him, it's like he's in that dark Frank Miller mode where the lines are darker and everything is just more like serious around him. If it's like little touches what they doing with the art. The art is just a smidge different than the regular My Hero, and it just feels more bizarre because they had more
All right.
special effects when they were drinking and just stuff happening. And I think that was a good introduction. They just did it real quick. I do think some of the first episodes, like, hey man, this is what's going on. But nice, Mr. Nice Guy, Coach, he got some problems. He got a man up. You know, he did step up, and he didn't want to see Pop Step get abused. And you know, she's gonna eventually learn probably do. Her power is kind of like it may not be a good offensive quirk, but I'm sure she's gonna learn to do something with it because she's going to follow them. She's not leaving them, and you know. But shout out to her being an independent idol, man, out there getting the people riled up, man. So she's working hard.
Before I move on, I will say I do like a superhero that's like, hey, I'm just gonna help out regular people. I'm just helping.
That's what I like. Bruh.
It's late. The bus stop is over there. Let me help
He's
you out
like-
recycle.
Instead of like, I'm not gonna become a school shooter. I'm gonna do something powerful.
So it
Now you
was
got
nice. I
You
will
do
say
need
that
to
was
practice
nice.
You do got to practice his hands. And just looking at him for some
You know
reason,
what?
You-
Coop, you know how I feel about a pro tag who ain't got no hands, man.
Yeah, he gonna have to
I
step
mean,
his hands up.
I don't need a ton of training, but I do need you to have hands. That's rest in
Yeah.
peace to Tokyo Revengers. I couldn't do it. That went to the graveyard.
For real,
But
bro.
you know who you remind me of? You know
Oh.
who coach you remind me of? He reminds me of Akira for Zom, bro. He just something about him just says Zom, but like he's like loser Zom.
Oh,
But like Akira had hands though. Akira can fight. It's like you
yeah,
didn't know
Akira
he could
was
fight.
nice.
But it's like if he just
Like he
had,
didn't know he had it in him.
I was like, if we could just merge Akira and Nice Guy together, he would be great. Because Akira, like, I can't wait to whoop somebody. Like,
Man.
once he got out of his feelings, it's like, oh, I can fight and I am strong.
Yeah, he
But,
had some
like,
skills.
Like, man, like, become Akira, bro. Just get. I know it was kind of a parody, but still, you ain't gonna run up on Akira or catch him.
Nah.
You
So
better
I'll bring up the next one where this is a sort of like a swap of my feelings. To be Hero X.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just say
I didn't watch it either, man.
I'll say this is the one
I am
that
going to watch it because I'm a little fascinated. So
I'll
But
just
yeah,
say I won't spoil anything. I'll just say this is one that I did not expect to like, and I'm sold. So like
okay,
this in one
I'm on it.
episode, they took
Mike,
it
you a
from
hard
like
sell, bro.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch this or not. Let me see, and then I turn it on, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, word. And then even in the end of the episode, they got me. So
I
this is
will.
like a swap of Gundam. I thought Gundam was going to be kind of like a sort of like a foregone conclusion. Same with my hero, where after the first episode, I'm like, I don't know if I really care about it. But to be hero, I didn't really know if I cared about it at all. And now I'm definitely down for it. So that I'll just say it's the swap on this one.
I watched
I didn't
the
expect.
trailer. I think it's an actual Korean story or production, and then it just got adapted. I think Korea has
If
some.
it's Korean,
So,
it's doomed.
so I don't know. I mean, I'll look more to it. I ain't trying to put no devilish on
Japanese
it,
animators ain't gonna help them out.
but it means they at least gonna try. They gonna try their hardest for what they gonna have to. The
They'll
story
try
ain't
to
gonna
ruin
take
it.
long to be. Well, I'll look into that. I'll just go there. But like, if it's Korean, I don't know, bro. It might be a Korean adaptation. Maybe they got a little more love with this. Maybe they got the right studio. Maybe they ain't be like, all right, we gonna just slash this up. So the good thing is, I don't think it's a book. I think it is made for TV. So it's not
All right.
adapted. It's just made for what it is. So
So it was
goodness.
originally concepted as a animated project. So
Yeah, I think it is
All right, cool.
like that. But I just think it's like it has some Korean ties. But
okay. Then I'll throw this in real quick, which is Iyanu. Iyanu,
didn't watch it, but I watched some of
know-
the previews.
they got 3 episodes out, and I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm going to finish the other 2 episodes since they're out because I only watched the first episode. But I don't know. I don't know if I feel like it's missing something, but I haven't watched the other 2 episodes yet.
I watched some of the interviews with some of the voice actors.
Mhm.
I like what they're selling. I'm willing to at least sample it and see if it's like, if anything, I'm going to put it on my DVR. I wanted to get numbers. I sell the book. Always sell the book.
Yeah.
Got 2 copies now. But
Yeah, I got the book. I got volume 1 and 2. So
I do like what I'm seeing. I do wish he could look closer to the book. Like, it's like they trying, but I think the artwork ain't as strong as the book. But that's just how it is sometimes.
yeah, because
You can't make
especially since we had 2 other young ladies, which is Moon Girl and Invincible Fight Girl. We, it.
I don't want to compare them. I don't want to compare them.
Well, no, I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying they're 2 other products with black girls, and I don't think the art is up to par with those. I don't.
I mean,
I don't think the animation is up to par. I'm not comparing the look. I'm more comparing sort of like the quality of what I expected.
The quality is not quite there. It's not quite. It's definitely not those 2. Like, those are very stylized, very movement, very fluid. This more seemed like a throwback to like kind of a '90s Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
A little more reserved from what I saw, but it does have some nice effects to it, whatever. But I don't think it's gonna start punching above its weight, like how some of the
I could tell by my son. He was just like, it's something that's on, as opposed to like My Dad's a Bounty Hunter, Invincible Fight Girl, Moon Girl, stuff like that. I could tell the difference in his response. Also, there's another conversation to be had that my wife actually brought up. I'll talk to y'all offline about that one.
I got an idea, but I know.
I'll talk to you because she brought it up, and I was like, you know what? That's right, and it is about time. But I'm gonna leave that one alone because I not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't feel like hearing y'all mouths in the comments. I really don't. y'all, y'all be getting on my nerves sometimes.
Are you talking about them folk?
Yeah, I'll be tired of y'all in the comments sometimes. I'll be like, man. So I'm gonna let that ride. So I'm gonna move on to something I think we can hopefully all be excited about. At least Coop should be excited about.
Okay.
Fire Force is back, baby.
Oh man,
Oh,
bruh,
Fire Force is back. And
bruh.
Fire Force is back.
This is
Twisting hit me with twists in the
let
first
me
episode.
let me. First of all, I thought about you. I thought
Oh, we
about
back,
you. Well, Mike is about to kiss the spirit, the fight spirit. I was like, they
man.
start off with training. Mike is
We
like,
back.
yes.
We back.
And the good thing is that however they chose to adapt this, I don't know if that was exactly in. I doubt that was in the manga. I think they know that. Hey, we've been gone. Let's reintroduce you to what's going on. And it literally reminds me of those old brother movies, the old kung fu movies where it stopped and it's like, hey, this is Arthur, this is Shinra, this is
Yeah.
Maki,
Like
this is
remember all these
what's her
people?
name? Man, remember them? And this is what they're doing, and this is kind of going on. And it's like, you
Yeah,
know,
because
this is the
we
last
we
season,
opened
so
back
this,
up and we got some twists. We got, I guess, more
I mean,
conspiracy than I thought we had in the first place. I thought,
I
I'm
think
thinking we at least have clearly defined sides
no.
when we left off in season 2, and now I'm like, oh snap!
Burns did always give off some suspicious activity, but I think
But bruh, it hurt, man. He's supposed to. Dang.
I mean, Burns was always not 100% on nothing, but he was like against them, but he is faithful. I don't know if she twisted his mind or just she nudged what was already there, which is a problem. If that's the case, I don't know, because Burns is pretty. Other than Captain Benny, Burns is next. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like that dude he's too hard to be trying to
He's
fight. We need you on our
he's
side, man.
you know how
Dang.
everybody else powers have like a little weird quirk to him or something, blah blah blah. He's like the Human Torch, other than Benny. Yeah, he's literally like got the purest flame, other than like he's strong. Like he just ignite his stuff though. I don't even think he got like what they say like no burnout. I don't think he can. It's hard for him to burn out. Like him and Bernie, Captain Benny don't burn out as fast, so their bodies don't take like a lot of damage. That is somebody you
Yeah.
don't want to fight in this world.
But I
Would you?
think the setup for this season is choice, man, for real.
And I think that used to be and that's Ogun's captain. No, that's not Ogun's captain. Or is it? No,
Let's
no.
see.
That's not Ogun's captain.
I'm gonna have
No,
to get
it
back
might be.
through season 2 or season 1 or 2 again, because there were a couple of people I forgot about. Because even though I started rewatching it from the beginning, I'm still at like season 1, episode 7 or something like
I
that.
know actually
So there's some things that I forgot about. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot the mechanic, and the other. I was
is
like,
I think that is Ogun's captain. I think that's who trained Ogun. And it's messed up because Ogun, I think him and Shinra got, I don't know if they lieutenant, but I think they were promoted the last time together because of all the wild stuff. Unfortunately, rest in peace to Goliath. Man, I like Goliath, man. Look, y'all, as a country boy, I know I don't show that too much. I know for you people in New
Goliath,
York, y'all
Goliath
country,
ain't deserve that, man.
but Goliath was a good country boy. I know it's just like he meant so well. He's a big shy kid, but he really wanted to prove himself, and it's like he kept kind of dying, but for some reason his body would generate, and he couldn't. He didn't say it regenerate, but however that worked, it was a running gag. But then they just tore him apart, and that's why it's like, bruh, come on, Burns, man. Like I don't know, is Goliath was that his too, or I don't know. He had a couple of jurisdictions. I think he had maybe 2 or something. But Burns is such a big deal, and
Yeah,
then
Burns
to
is-
have Obi get turned on, then they're gonna stuck him with an insect possibly, and it's like, bruh, like this is government corruption
At
its
its highest.
At its highest, and it's not. It ain't even no
Because
secret
I'm
no more.
thinking, at least from what I remember from season 2, and of course I'm watching it through again for the beginning, like on my off time, I thought that we had kind of clearly defined, okay, the government, we know about the white clad, we know about the corruption part of the white clad, but we, the good government, we're against that. And we're firmly against it, and like we know whose side we on, kind of thing.
This is why I love Soul Eater, because it was a little more defined in Soul Eater, but They had their little mystery within it, and you know, say dealt with mental issues of like, man, if you want to be good, bad, and the duality of all of that. So
I might pick
clearly,
that up because I never watched Soul Eater, so I might
you
pick that
know,
up.
so it is a little. It's not as I ain't gonna say as mature. Like Fire
Oh,
Force is like it's not goofy, but it's also kind of like Twin Peaks anime a little bit. It even have reference to the Red Room. Soul Eater is something. It's just it stand out, but it's good. But like this is kind of like straightforward. But you are dealing with somebody who, as Shinra say, I don't want to be looked at as like a devil. I want to be a hero. Then you
yeah.
got somebody hating on you constantly, even though he's your coworker. Oh, you evil, you evil. I hate you. You the devil. And then you just trying to save your brother out of this cult.
Yeah, it's like I'm
You
just
trying to stop this
Yeah,
cult.
well, my brother that I thought was dead, then found out was alive, then trying to is man.
Look, devil may cry all
Yep,
over
devil
you.
may cry.
Just
But
it's
yes,
just like
I'm glad we're back. Give me more intrigue.
it's
Give me more political corruption stuff. But I
what I
also don't
love.
know how we're gonna wrap this up. How many episodes we supposed to get?
The last two was like 25. I don't know. I gotta look it up. I
Because
didn't look
I'm
up the
like,
start of-
if we
Hopefully
starting a
it's
whole new storyline of we all on our own, how we wrap this up in like
I
13
mean,
episodes?
It's not really a new one. It's just this is where the story goes. From what this like, this
Yeah.
is to the manga. This is it. So I don't think it's gonna be like 4 cores like Attack on Titan took forever to finish this last season. I think it's no more than 20 something episodes. That's a fact. If they don't have less, but I think it's gonna be 2 cores. Hopefully continues, and it will probably wrap up just in time for My Hero.
Or at least give us 2 long cores. Like give us something like 13 now, and you
Yeah,
can give us the other 13 in September or something like that.
Usually when it's 2 cores, the core is 13. So it's probably gonna be like 26.
Word.
Hopefully, because
But
that's
yeah.
what it was. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like the music of it, how the music ramps up when it's like that old, like it's like kind of kung fu type of vibe, but like not with the say the Asian influence, but it's like when the drums hit and the trumpets hit, it is like impending doom, and
It's
you
real.
got to do something. Like it starts off like we pick right back up with the seriousness of it and what's going on. So kudos to them for like making that work to that effect. Like
Word
it
up,
just
word up.
never, it felt like it never left.
Now, Dub, did you watch Fire Force or no? Oh, I did.
Yeah, I don't
Word, no doubt.
They had to
I
step
got.
out for. They had to step out for a second.
So then I'll throw it to another returning, which is Windbreaker.
This
And
Mike,
man, look,
on behalf of Dub, to be fair, he was being nicer. He don't really care for it,
yeah, I know he don't like this one.
but it's like when I say that there's no real story, it's not much of a story. In fact, don't even worry about the story. This is the story of Windbreaker, y'all. One gang, they're the heroes. Blah blah blah. They got to
It's
beat up
warriors. It's basically warriors.
Got to beat up these dudes who all these psychopaths. 'Cause, every other gang gonna be a bunch of weird cult-like psychopaths for their gang with weird personalities. The personalities are all gonna like overlap. Some of it is gonna be a bunch of pretty-looking dudes who can fight. A bunch of K-pop looking dudes. It's Gen Z. So but a lot of people like this. A lot of people like this style. At least it is not Tokyo Revengers. I hate the trash on it. Tokyo Revengers was such a letdown for me. But everybody can fight, or everybody who tried to fight, even the dude with the notepad. There's not much to the story. We're fighting Kill right now. Kill is like dirty to their own teammates. They're just kind of trash, and they're trying to save one of the members' friends who got wrapped up in Kill.
Yep,
I mean,
he got wrapped up in the gang trying to save him, get him out.
He got wrapped up with the wrong one. It's like, look, whoever don't like, we'll beat your face in with pipes, and if you turn us, that's on you. But you're gonna suffer the consequences.
Word up. It seems like this season the character arc is going to be about realizing what it takes to be a leader.
Yeah,
'Cause
Sakura.
it's like, yo, man, you can't just run off and like you need to focus on your people. Like you a general right now. You can't just be doing whatever you want.
That's
Like, you
why
gotta make sure everybody cool.
be right under the top dude and like all my challenges. Like that ain't what it's like, bruh. That ain't what it's about.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
ain't
not what you're
start this
here for.
gang to be the most dangerous man. Like we're here to protect the town. The end. Protect your friends, protect your values.
Mhm.
Then you'll get strong through this. This is what will bring you through to strength. So I think
Yeah,
I like the method, and Sakura is slowly getting it. He's such a dummy, but he's such a intense tsundere, if you will. But he's starting to get it. And it's like, but when he gets it, he punched himself. Like he just gonna watch. He's about to watch a lot of people next episode, and his
yeah,
skit. He ain't got whatever he came from. He already trained up years ago. His fighting is
yeah. His fighting
unbearably
is
good.
already. Yeah,
Like this man's doing every flip kick, toe touch to your head in every single way. I
I
don't even
did
know
like
what
the fact
his.
that when they went there and the door opened and all the other gamers, and they were like, I thought it was only these guys.
I do what only one thing I do would like. If you're in a gang, when are you gonna make the other gang come to your property? I mean, I guess the first gang
Yeah,
did.
stop
I
chasing the
guess
bee back to its nest.
I guess the first gang did come to their property and got washed up. So I guess it did happen. But I hope it ain't like, oh, we gonna go over there and do that. Like, I don't know, bro. Like
Well, they
y'all
this
gotta,
is this is essentially a rescue mission gone wrong.
yeah, because Sakura just jumped into it. He should have conferred with his captains. It's like, yes, you are the grade leader. This is your grade, but again, this is a gang. This ain't just gonna be, sophomores versus sophomores. They trying to break your
We're gonna get
body.
everybody.
Like Kill got too many members, and I mean, sure, they ain't gonna have the hands that y'all got because y'all the protagonists. But still, though, this is how you
Yeah,
lose.
he got the dude with kung fu. He got the wrestler guy to be straight suplexing people on concrete.
But they got their hands full.
I'm like, yo,
And
that dude is. I'm like, I'm sure that dude is dead, or at least crippled by now.
I mean, I just would like the dude with the notebook. If you're gonna be a part of the gang, I know we ain't worried about his training skills. This ain't his show. So, but maybe
Just
he need
learn
to
how
take,
to move or something.
or just stay where you need to be at. Stay at the base.
Yeah,
Be the base secretary, like, be the treasurer. Just like sometimes do
be
maybe
part
or
of
maybe
part of the usher board.
or use your brain for some strategies.
Yeah,
Add to the core, man. Like, look, man. Sometimes when you playing, on a team game like Marvel Rivals, sometimes you gotta heal. Sometimes you can't get all the kills, man. Sometimes you gotta set people and set them off a cliff or something. If you're in a gang, I don't know, trip them up. Do something, set some traps. I don't know, bro. I just don't want to see. Now that we did the thing, I don't want to see this no more from him. Like, in fact, let him slide to the side a little bit. I know we
heal
got
up and stay in the back. Because the
Stay in
dude
the
try to
back.
tell him to stay in the back, and he won't stay in the back.
But I commend him for realizing, like, dang, I'm holding them up because they trying to, protect me from not getting, they worry about me. I gotta, maybe go tackle somebody. Like, nah, bro, you ain't got it. This ain't you got to start with
This
a baby
ain't
gang.
Rudy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You ain't.
They gonna bunch you right in your head, and he was busted up immediately. And it's
All
like
these dudes got random 2x4s and stuff.
lead pipes, this, that. You like where your get a weapon, something, bro. Like get something, bro. I don't know, man. Get a bow stick, bow staff.
Yeah, come on,
So,
man.
like, I shout out to them for letting them in, but don't let nobody else in the game like this. So, as much as I love Windbreaker, I also hated that part. But I don't hate it, but I don't want to see it again. If his life is dangerous, sadly, he's the best friend to Sakura, and we got to deal with him. It's like, again.
But I think hopefully he'll, like you said, learn this lesson. Be like either stay back or get some kind of evasion skills or something.
Because we know it ain't the show ain't gonna probably waste time on him fighting.
Nah,
And they shouldn't. I want to see more of the dude with the eye patch, the pretty boy with the pink hair. He's more his style because he ain't he ain't worried about nothing.
yeah,
Like
he ain't
he got, and of course the wrestler dude, bro. He might be out wanted for manslaughter, but
yeah. When
in
you
reality,
power bombing people on like the pavement,
he ain't got no shoes on for some reason. But I guess
you don't need shoes when you're strong.
maybe that's like, that old sumo type of pantheon type of wrestling. He's like, look, man, this is my traditional wrestling,
Yep.
and I'm gonna hurt you. Like that dude too strong. Like I know the crazy dude is strong because he crazy, but this dude here is just naturally like. I'm glad he's actually a good guy.
Yeah.
But bruh, he'd have dropped people on their head on that
Yeah.
bed. Like
He's done some stuff. I'm like, yeah, that guy's dead, right?
you really should be in jail. You know, like
Don't ask me
dude-
questions.
that dude should be in jail. But Windbreaker is a perfect Saturday morning anime. Like it's violent and stuff, but it's poppy, it's colorful, the music is cool, it's undeniably cool, it's stupid cool, it's meathead cool.
Not meathead
You know,
cool.
it's meathead cool, it's a bunch of dudes fighting. The girlies seem to like this show. They think they are cool and blah blah blah. They look like BTS if they could fight with less makeup on. So it's gonna fit a lot of genres for a lot of different people for the right reasons. The wrong reasons can get a little annoying, but I'm here for the fights. Like, all right, we know the story. It's gonna be watch, rinse, repeat. Oh, this gang that did something wrong. Oh, maybe they kidnapped somebody. Oh, you disrespect this old person. Now I gotta punch your face in. And that's it. That's gonna be watch, rinse, repeat. And then you rise up in the ranks. And then somebody eventually gonna go too far, even though they kind of going too far now.
Yo,
But
they
somebody's
go that
gonna
far.
really go far. You know, it's gonna get somebody's gonna go real far. I mean, it got to up itself. Maybe they kidnapped the girl, you know, and maybe they do that.
Oh, the restaurant girl.
You know, that's basically the foster sister of the leader.
Yeah.
You know, so when it's like, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, they haven't really introduced nobody else to care about other than her and just the town folk. The old people are just like the old smiling types. They're just like, oh, hey, you know, just nothing. They just like NPCs.
Not the old smiling types.
They just all happy. They like they little wrinkly and they shaking, but they happy because they're like, oh y'all. good
Anyway,
boys.
I ain't gonna let y'all do the. I ain't gonna let you do the elderly like that. They'll
The
be
elderly,
stupid.
Japan is doing that to themselves. Just like that lady on the train with Sakamoto, and she get tossed up and she just smiling. Go ahead, thanks, sonny. Like he threw you across the train
Oh,
as a
boy.
weapon, and you just like, all right. I knew.
Oh,
So I just like how they just y'all don't worry about the town folk until
gonna
they
be alright.
introduce. Yeah, they gonna be okay. They believe in Bofin or how you said
Bofurin.
Bofurin, aka Windbreaker or however it translates.
Yep.
And you know the breaker of wind or the wind something.
The breaker. Anyway, let me go about. All right, check it. We got. I will give it to if he's still in the house. Mark Dub. Final thoughts and where can they find you? If he's still in the house. If you're not still in the house, because I don't think he's still in the house.
I think he had to step out.
All right, cool. Then cool.
So,
Final thoughts. Where can they find you?
one more thing, final thoughts. I am gonna try to be Hero X. I watched half of Yandere Dark Elf. She chased me all the way around from the world.
Oh yeah, I forgot
And
about that.
I'm all right. Warning. I tried it at work. Don't turn that on at work.
Mm-mm.
Even with the little light, the clouds that are covering things, it is a lot. It comes. She first scene. She butt naked.
Bruh, I knew that
With
one
the-
for. I knew that one for work when I saw the trip.
I was
I was like, this ain't number wrong.
thank goodness this is the edited version. Because if this was like Elf, the version I got, oh my goodness, booty naked, floating around. I'm like, here we go. I'm still gonna watch it because it's just trash. This is my slice of life. I always try one. I like comedy. This one is already going to be. You know, I hate to say this, as far as ones that is not going to be A-rated. Right now, I can't give Gundam an A. Like, A for looks, class, style, it's beyond my rating. There's no
Mhm.
way Gundam fails. Gundam at this point is ungradable. It is
I
cemented.
don't think I've ever seen it looking bad. You know,
I'm just saying, but like, it does not. It looks so good. Like, it is. It just has that look of like, okay, you know it's royalty. But I do need the story to be a little bit more clear, and maybe that's just me. You know what? Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I ain't smart enough for Gundam. I don't know, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna see until it gets too mind turning twisty. But I do want to see the fights, man. Like the robot, they got it right. Looks good.
Mhm.
Yandere Dark Elf. It's teetering on. It's still a little more fluid than the other trash things I've seen that's been a C. It's gonna be hovering around a B minus in the C just for how to look, but it is definitely not for kids. It is definitely the Gooner vibe, as they say, and it's probably gonna be. Hopefully, it's funny. Hopefully, it's at least as funny as Plus Size Elf. That was funny on some parts. This one, reading it, I don't know. Just reading it, I ain't feeling it. I do think the main character, who's just a blank slate to be used in weird ways, he at least looks better in the animated. I like how they drew him in the manga. Like,
Okay.
still some slight improvement. So, yeah, I might catch up on some stuff. I think I'm definitely want to pick up To Be Hero X. I think there's some movie that I actually need to watch. My Hero Your Next. I think it's finally out. We got it into the to the Plex, so that might be something I check out. I do need to start Iyanu, but like I said, just kind of Iyanu, it didn't really grab me yet from just the previews and stuff. It didn't like have that hook. But I think shout out to the people who are talking about it. They say like this one, they want this to be like the Nigerian Avatar and blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Now I say this, y'all. When y'all say these type of things, I know I ain't expecting. I ain't gonna hold y'all to some ungodly standard. Maybe it's okay not to compare yourself to a legend and put that pressure on you. I know pressure makes diamonds. Just be you. Just aim low. Not aim low, but just aim to be your own thing. When you start doing that thing, like, oh, is this anime? Like, I don't know, bro. I want y'all to win.
Not a good look.
I want y'all to win, but I don't see this is. I don't think this is going to make the TikTok. They're gonna make some people. It ain't gonna make that 20-something crowd. So if you're young, definitely get your kids involved. Get your nieces and nephews to watch this. We're gonna turn it on, but I don't feel like it's about to be like the crowd that would watch Invincible or will watch Avatar. I don't feel like it's gonna have that crossover. Hopefully, at least get the crowd that was watching Moon Girl will come to this.
It won't get the crossover simply because it's a black property. So that they ain't gonna happen. But also, I'm gonna just leave it where I'm gonna watch the other 2 episodes and see where I'm at.
So
I'm gonna watch the other 2 episodes first.
Yeah. So again, a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff here. I'm pleased with this season so far. Like I say, bro, I'm happy with my hero, man. I don't know, man. I want you to like it as much, but I understand if you don't. And I love Deku too, but hey, man.
It's kind of like when a show comes back in a season and they just tell a different story than what was going on in the finale. And I know this isn't the same show, but it's kind of like when Dragon Ball made Dragon Ball Daima. It's like, bro, we wanted the other season of Super. Like, it's not that I don't like it, but I wanted steak, and y'all are giving me like lobster, and lobster might be good.
Hey man, put some crab boil on that lobster, or you make some steak tacos and some beer with knuckle duster, and you got a good time. Like, I think it's gonna get, this ain't filet mignon type of vibe. This is a quick get an onigiri. You walk out to 7-Eleven with some store sushi, and you scarf it down with some quick ramen.
Please, y'all, do not eat that. Do not eat that sushi in any kind of Quickie Mart, 7-Eleven. Where else they got? Marathon. Any of those places. Just don't eat.
Well,
that
shout
sushi.
out to the dude, convenience K-pop K store here. But they make their stuff fresh too. So it's really like a quick. It's like a cafeteria with a store. Like it's it's like really we're a quick serve. We make this. You can buy it and you can get you some snacks. But shout out to them. It was cool. I got some weird Ritz. I got some onion Ritz out of there. I got some onigiri. I got some chips that just said black. It was like gang black chips. I was like, huh? But it was
They
a
just be
pretty
making up
bag.
anything these days.
But it was packed, bro. It's right there, quasi between kind of the hood and kind of like where the hood and the good part of Baton Rouge be, like in the section of Florida. But it's like right by a hair store that's probably not black owned. It's probably all Korean owned. But it's like shout out to all the black weebs and people who just had an interest. Like it was like a lot of us was it. Like we was in there. It's like, I was like, all right. Like I walked in with a samurai, Afro samurai shirt. We got me some stuff. Gave my son. My son liked it. So hey, I'm gonna go back. Go shout out to them. Hopefully, maybe I can holler at them. Maybe I can start selling some books outside. It's this. Let's see what happens. But I'm Keith Cooper. You can find me at Blurred Period ISHIG. Find me on Facebook, Blue Sky. I will try to post more. I just between 3 social medias. Like when I do a pod, y'all go.
It ain't easy, y'all.
It's gonna be there, but I've never been a Twitter guy, but I don't use Twitter. So unfortunately, Blue Sky, like I don't know if I'm doing right with it. I don't be trying to write all that witty stuff. I just try to do my content, give it to
And
you.
bounce.
So if you find it, good. But I'm not hurt, but we're on Spotify, several different platforms. I will be in Mobile Bay next week for Mobile Bay Anime Fest. Just got my table. I'll be at table 211.
Yes,
right
sir.
in the front. Shout out to my homie Arts by Artemis Soleil, homie here. She will be making the trip, so we're gonna be neighbors. It's always good. And at this point, I see a lot of artists that and tables that I know. There's not to brag, but I've been doing it for a while on the Gulf Coast of Mexico. So that's one of my favorite ones to do. Shout out to Greg, who run Humble Entertainment. And I got some other stuff coming. I got accepted to Mississippi Comic Con. Like I said, I am about 100% that I will be going. The table is high. It's getting more packed. Hopefully this still work right. But y'all, if you in Jackson area, that event get people from Memphis, from Louisiana. Like it gets the South.
Word
like
up.
the I-55 and that lower upper mid South type of vibe.
Shouts to I-55. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? All y'all Memphis, Jackson, all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to all y'all.
A lot of people be like, oh, they ain't no like. Look, there's tons of cons in Houston, Atlanta. Of course, LA just for like anime. But far as like affordable con that will get big names, do not sleep on the Mississippi Comic Con. Like I know, shout out to the homie Rachel. Some people ain't crazy about the dude to run it, but for as a consumer, it is a good buck it is a good show for your dollar. I cannot deny that as a person who used to just go to it, as a person who works it. I'm helping y'all. Y'all should go enjoy it and come spend money with me, because trust me, my funds are helping keeping y'all dollars low. Trust me, vendors, respect your vendors. We heard down here. Like when we do a show, one of these shows, don't come there with that foolishness. Come there to buy or get out the way. I ain't got time.
Oh, man.
Don't ask me, do I know how to help get your book? I don't know how to get your book up, or do I know? Bruh. I'm gonna be. I am telling you, every year I'm 40, about to be 44. I'm gonna get more grumpier with it. I ain't trying to be mean to y'all young people, but maybe if you're a little, touched, I understand. Sometimes that comes with cons, and you have to have discernment to say. But sometimes, if y'all got enough understanding, bruh, I'm gonna be sharp with it. The tongue is gonna be sharp, bruh. Just respect the table and my time.